All right, welcome guys. So you guys have met Sam already from the other introduction over there, and obviously that's why you're here. And he flew in last night late. He got in at 1 a.m. and he's got up early, and he's here for us. He's been up in his room kind of prepping to talk to you guys. He's going to talk for whatever, 5 to 10 minutes, and open up to any Q&A that you guys have for him and go over his strategies. He's basically 17 years old, New York City, making $100,000 a month off of e-commerce. And we have a ton of real estate investors here, and you're like, I buy property, why would I do Shopify, why would I do this? But you can learn so much just from his energy, and that's obviously why you're here. So let's take it away, and let's all make some money with Sam Jacobs here. All right, so first of all, I just want to say thank you to Jeff. Now let's give a round of applause for that. Yeah, you guys heard my story before, but now I just want to get into just pure value and overall go through some social media, Instagram tips. I know Graham's good at YouTube, but I'm going to be talking about a little bit of Instagram ads as well as marketing in general. So overall, I do something called Shopify Dropshipping. I explained it a little bit before, but let me go a little bit more in depth. What it is, it's basically, let me give you an example. Remember, you probably know the fidget spinner was a huge product. And obviously, that is a dropshipping product. It's a product that was very generic. People were literally getting for $1, selling for 10, and not touching the product at all. And that's what I literally do. I find products that stick, that sell. Obviously, not as big as the fidget spinner, because that make millions, but overall, products similar to that can be sold online. So, for example, I'll take a product, I get it for $1, sell it for $5. Obviously, more margin the better. And overall, drive traffic through Facebook, Instagram to create sales. And once someone buys from my site, China ships it directly to the customer. So I don't even have to deal with anything. Now, obviously, there's so many other levels. Now I'm getting more into inventory, all that kind of stuff. But, at the very beginning, the reason why dropshipping, in my opinion, is such a great business model is the fact that you don't need to touch a product, and that kind of stuff. E-commerce for me is like the portal. You guys should be thinking about marketing in general. No matter what business you're in, marketing is number one. Whether it's, just selling properties, whether it's, selling your own product, your own service, anything like that, it's so important to have a good marketing strategy and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be talking about, the first thing, I'm going to grab a mark over here, exactly how you guys can grow your social media, whether it's whether it's quality followers, whether it's just for social proof. So I want to talk about a couple of little things. So overall, I have around 65,000 followers now. Okay. And I have 65,000 followers, and that was, some people think, 65,000 followers, you've probably been doing it for years. I've been doing it for 4 months, okay? And I have 65,000 followers. And people are like, okay, great. So how did you do that, And overall, I've been using a system where I've been getting a lot of followers just for social proof, and then at that point, you can really, take it to advantage. So it's really important where you get to a level where you're that social figure, you know what I mean? So sometimes, in now day and age, followers is a thing. People don't care if you have 5,000 really engaged followers. They care about how many followers you have. So it's really important. Step number one for an Instagram account, you should try to get the social proof involved. So try to get a way for to get as many followers as possible. I use a method right now to literally one day I just gained 10,000 followers. The way I was able to do that is that I use an agency that basically does giveaways. So what they do is they have a huge Instagram account or an influencer with 10 million plus followers, shouting them out, say, hey, if you want to win this iPhone, okay, all you got to do is follow everyone that this account follows, right? And they were following me. So basically this influencer, let's say, had 10 million followers, okay, posted that, got a couple 100,000 likes, a couple 100,000 people went to that profile because everyone wants to win an iPhone, and then just literally follow everyone who they're following. Obviously, that's not quality followers, but that gives you the social proof. If you guys came to a page where you saw, let's say, 10,000 followers on a page versus 100,000 followers on a page, who are you more prone to go with? The 100,000, even though one of them could be, not really legit or whatever it is. So step one is always social proof. So write that down real quick. So social proof. And step two, you guys want to also focus on, building legit followers. So what I usually do, I run ads to my Instagram account. One of the great things about learning marketing is that you can create ads for anything. For anything. Who here is in the real estate business? Perfect. I know a lot of real estate investors, generating leads through Facebook. Let's say it's, it doesn't really matter. Anything can be used on Facebook. Like there was someone came over to me and said, my target market is college students. I need more college students to sign up for my program, whatever it was. Facebook has a way. You can take your ad and put it in front of college students. So literally Facebook is so targeted. Okay, so overall you want to set up ads and story ads. Okay, so all you got to do is literally get on your story, 15 seconds, create a pretty much social proof, show who you are, why they should follow you, and then just swipe up. Okay. Now, obviously, I have a bunch of really cool ads. Obviously for me, why would people follow me? Because I know what I'm talking about. So first thing first, I always show them the sales, right? Because that catches their attention, and then obviously. End them off. If you guys want to learn how to make money online, swipe up and shoot me a follow. That's literally all I do. And you guys can do the same thing. Let's say you guys are teaching real estate, right? Let's say you guys, I don't know, whatever you guys are teaching, you need to show, like you look at Ty Lopez. Anyone know Ty Lopez? Yeah. Every single ad, if you study it, it's insane. Okay, because he really focuses on what every teenager wants, every person wants. It's always like a girl in the back, a car in the back, right? Because he knows exactly what every single person wants. Okay, so he shows all that. So you guys have to have a good background and just really put your mind inside of the customer. That's like the number one key for marketing. Put your mind inside your customer's feet. Okay, and yeah, that's really like my main two methods for ads, social proof and all that type of stuff. So obviously, like that's great, but what do you need Instagram for? Like you guys are probably wondering, how do you monetize it and all that kind of stuff. So obviously, there's a lot of different things. Once you get to that point, obviously, social media is going to motivate you. It's going to, give you connections, all that kind of stuff. If you guys have programs you guys want to sell, okay, social media is a great way to advertise it. Okay, now obviously, like anyone who came to this event, I'm sure they just didn't see an ad, swiped up, and just bought like a $1,500, event ticket. It doesn't work like that. Like you need to realize every person starts out cold, warm, hot, and then purchase. Now obviously it depends on the purchase price, right? If the purchase price is a lot higher, then you got to go to the hot and then bring them to the purchase. Because let's say someone sees you off the bat on this 15-second Instagram ad. Hey man, what's up? Check out my Shopify sales, or check out this house I'm just invested in. I flip this. Swipe up, buy my course or buy my program, which is going to teach you the same thing. Like, okay, they're not just going to buy a $300 thing right off the bat. The reason why I take people to my Instagram, then I go ahead and then, show them every single day in my stories, motivate, bring value to their lives. Then I bring them to the purchase. Okay? Who here has a product they have, to sell to an audience? Anyone? All right. Who here wants to create a product? All right. What type of product do you want to create?
A course on how to build cars.
Perfect. I've literally seen people making courses on anything. Like courses, like it's a new thing, but overall there's a lot of money to be made in it, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you have a skill, think about the number one skill you have, and just monetize it. I saw this guy teaching how to flip watches. It works. He probably makes more from the courses than he makes flipping watches, But I have a buddy who made $500,000 in one day from a course launch. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have a skill, you can monetize it. And overall, it doesn't even stop there. Not only can you, have a product, there's networking opportunities, things that can really get you to the top. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's in terms of social media. Any questions in terms of that? You want to do like a quick 2-minute thing? Sure.
So when it comes to your drop shipping versus your personal, personal brand, like how do you separate or merge the two?
So when it comes to drop shipping my own websites, no one actually knows what I'm selling, what websites I'm selling, so overall that's the thing. When it comes to actual selling, let me just quickly erase this. When it comes to e-commerce, there's a 3-step formula you need to master, okay? Obviously, step 1, you need a good website, all right? Number 2, you need a good product, and this is the most important part. If you guys have a good product, no matter what, you guys, first of all, you're gonna get good feedback, referrals are huge, okay, and overall, good product is what spreads like wildfire, okay? Number 3, you need good marketing. I see a lot of people, they're missing things, and that's exactly why they're not getting success they want. Student, I got messages every single day, hey Sam, I have a good website, why am I not getting sales? Because you don't have these two. Hey Sam, I have a good website, I have a good product, but I'm not getting sales. Because how in the world are you supposed to get sales if no one's coming to your website? Like I literally see people set up everything, they wake up, they're like, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire by tomorrow morning. They wake up and they're like, oh shoot, nothing happened. Marketing.
How do you source your product?
Sourcing products, I use something called AliExpress.com, and it's just like Amazon, but just the Chinese version. You know, so it's cheap. Overall, you get it, let's say for $1, you sell for $4, you know, that kind of stuff.
A two-part question. So the first one is, how do you identify your product? And 2, how do you know this one's going to do well versus that
Yeah,
one?
100%. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick tip. You guys are, obviously we can't go over everything right now, come to me after, you know, really serious about it, but overall, for product, I'm gonna give you one tip. Don't try to recreate products. I see a lot of beginners trying to go ahead and finding the next big thing. Like trying to randomly, oh, that looks cool, I'm just trying to sell it. I usually go for in the beginning, which really helped me, was taking products that were already selling and just marketing better. The product I'm doing now, $20,000 a day, I'm sure there's 1,000 people selling it. But they're probably not doing anything because they don't know how to market it. So what I would do, okay, you guys, have anyone seen Instagram ads about any products in their store, in their feed? Yep, perfect. So what I usually look for is videos with 100,000 to 1 million views on the ad. And what does that mean? If let's say an ad, a product ad has 200,000 views, that costs that advertiser, let's say $2,000, right? Which advertiser is gonna spend $2,000 if the product's not working? No. So the way it works is if it's working, if it has 200,000 views, that means it's working. All you gotta do is take it, make it better, make, let's say, the description better, the website better, market the product better, do the marketing better, or whatever it is, just better, and you already have the competitive edge. So I just take products that are working already, and then just make it better. Feel me? Because if it has, let's say, 1 million views, that costs that guy $10,000 in ads. No one's gonna spend $10,000 in advertising if a product's not working. Because the way it works, you start off small, let's say have a $5 budget. With Facebook, you're able to choose how much you wanna spend on ads. Okay, so like everyone asks me, how much does an ad cost? It depends on you. So if let's say it's working at $5, you're spending $5, you're getting $10 back. You're gonna keep on pouring in, because you're getting back money. Obviously, once you get to a certain point, Facebook like acts up, you can't really scale. Like people always ask me, oh, if you're putting in $1 and then you're getting $3 back, just put in $1 million, you get $3 million. It doesn't work, you know.
How long does it take you generally to figure out what niche is going to be buying that product? Like, cause you say you do like 10 ads,
Yeah.
$5 an ad on a broad spectrum, and then you narrow it
Yeah.
down to who's buying.
Right, of course. So overall, like I said, you got to put your mind in the customer's feet. So let's say I'm selling, let's say this event. Let's say it was real estate investors, right? So I would put as an interest people that are interested in real estate or were real estate investors, something like that. But overall, think about who is your target customer. And then eventually you're going to start seeing, Facebook's really smart. They're going to go after people that are going to buy. You know, so you're gonna be able to see on, they have like a dashboard. You guys wanna see like the whole, you can go to business.facebook.com, and that's where you can set up your Facebook ads. Obviously, it's a lot more in depth. Okay, and that's where everything is. But overall, they have a really in-depth, software there, so you can figure everything out from there.
What do you do about product issues and, like, let's say, since you're not getting products yourself, you can't really check the quality.
Mhm.
So if you're buying something on AliExpress that's junk and sending it to a customer, would they give you terrible reviews, or how does that work?
Yeah, so 100%, like making sure your product, like I was saying, your product is good. Obviously, good means hot selling and actually good, and that you're not just ripping the person off, because then you're gonna have chargebacks. But overall, yeah, product's really important. The way I think of dropshipping is not just dropshipping. A lot of people don't know I don't just do dropshipping. Like, I'm starting my own companies, and the only way I was able to do that was through dropshipping, because I realized that when I was finding these products that were just booming, I was like, hold on a second, why is it booming? And I just realized that it's in a market where people have a problem, you find a solution, and that equals success. So if you guys want to, sorry about this, if you guys want to, create a product, create a solution for something big, okay, find a problem. It doesn't have to be a big problem. And I'm sure almost every single problem in the world has a solution to it. You can always improve. Okay? Find a problem, create a solution, and then market it to who has that problem. Problem, create a solution, and market it to the people who have this problem. That's how you create companies. Look at Amazon. What problem did Amazon fix? Anyone? Shipping, right? No one wanted to wait 3-4 days. I mean, people didn't really complain, but like Jeff Bezos says, like, they didn't complain, but they didn't know there was a better option. That's why. So overall, find a problem, create a solution, and market it to that person that has the problem.
So if you're like a plumber and you're starting a business or whatever, you want more clients, you start with building that social proof, getting more followers first, whether that's like buying followers or shout out or whatever, and then marketing how great your plumbing services are?
100%. So like I said, social proof doesn't mean the amount of followers you have, right? It could be, that's one of the ways of social proof, but obviously you want to show that people are using it. Let's say a testimonial is a great social proof. Me being here, I'm posting on my story, it's social proof for me. Because I'm showing that I know what I'm talking about. There's a reason why I'm here. So let's say you're a plumber, let's say you're a real estate, let's say you're in the real estate niche, okay, and you're trying to sell a house. Why is the person gonna trust you? Why is the person gonna come to you to sell his house? Right? Social media can be huge. I know a lot of people, the reason they get so many deals through social media, the people see them, they know what they're talking about. Whether they have a lot amount of followers, for them, people see a lot amount of followers, all of a sudden they're God. But that's how it is.
Credibility.
What's that?
Credibility.
Exactly.
Are you setting up the website?
So the website, I use something called Shopify. So that's why it's called Shopify Dropshipping. Shopify is very, very simple to create, but overall, for beginners, it probably take a couple of days. It takes me an hour to make a brand new website from scratch. That's how easy it is. But overall, you want to look at your competitors. Don't copy, make it better. Look at people that are already doing it well and just replicate. I know Graham, I saw one of your videos. He was saying that, let's say you want to get a lot of views on YouTube, right? You see a video that really takes off, replicate the video, just make it better, or, whatever in your shape or form. Right? Obviously, if you copy it, you want the competitive edge.
Some people use Amazon and use Shopify. What's the difference?
So Amazon, I get the question a lot, what's the difference? Amazon, I actually got that question while I was in there. And for me, Amazon, I see Amazon the next 2 years, it's scary to think about it, but they're gonna probably own every single product on there. they're not stupid. Why in the world would they give percentage to their, you know, to the people if they can just own every single product? They have the capital for that. So for me, like I see Amazon, first of all, you can't really scale on Amazon. You don't control the traffic. You have a boss, which I don't like. And overall, I see Shopify as a much bigger thing where you get to own it. You know what I mean?
You're talking FBA?
Yeah.
So, from Amazon, I can tell the rates are really high and the taxes and whatnot afterwards, you're getting around only 1/3 of your sales value at profit. Is Shopify any different, or is it more just like Amazon with rates and taxes and whatnot?
So I'm not sure about taxes, just because I haven't dealt with that yet. But in terms of like, Amazon has a lot of fees and that kind of stuff. I know the margin is a bit bigger, but again, like, I haven't seen anyone, like with Shopify, you see a lot more scalability. Like today I did $20,000 in sales. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that on Amazon. Like, because it's tough.
For your 20,000 in sales,
Yeah.
and then you said there's a 30%.
30% margin on Shopify.
And then how much ad spend are you to make that as well?
So it really depends on the product, right? So let's say your product's really good, you're gonna have a lower ad spend because for every dollar you get back, let's say you're gonna get $3 back, right? Right now, on this certain product, my ROAS, my return on investment, so for every dollar I put in, it's $6 back, which is really high, really high. Obviously you have product costs, you have ad costs, and then pretty much like any fees they have. But yeah, I mean, what were the margins on Amazon?
Me?
Yeah, I know you had a video with someone.
I have no clue.
No clue. So I know whatever it is, but think about it. Let's say you do $10,000 a day with Shopify, okay, and that margin's let's say 30% versus $3,000 with Amazon and the margin is 40%. Like, you want to go big, okay, margin, but much more scalability.
I think the difference too with Amazon is you actually need to buy product to put in there,
Exactly.
and then you gotta pay to store it in their warehouses.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Whereas you don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's one of the great things. Like Shopify Dropshipping allows you to learn that. Like Amazon, you have to buy in bulk, send it to them. Hopefully, it's gonna sell. That's scary. My first product that really boomed. It took me 15 products to test. Now imagine I took that to Amazon. I tested 15 products on Amazon. I'll be like 50 grand in debt. You know?
Last question, sorry.
Go for it.
So, you said 15 products on Shopify, so when you say test, did you actually buy them, or do you just run the ads and see if they're...
So the great thing about Shopify Dropshipping, like I said, you don't own the product. So you can just put it on your site, advertise it. If it doesn't work, then you stop it. You go to the next thing. Like that's the whole thing. You need a good product. Sometimes people give up because they try 5 products, it doesn't work, and then give up. You know?
So you wake up and 50 people bought the product. Are you doing 50 orders to Idaho, to
So we do
Italy?
it one at a time.
So one at a time? Do you have a team that's doing that, or you're doing
Yeah, of course. So that's one of the big things. Like sometimes I add number 4, and it's called backend, and that's really important for any business. Like any business, you need a good backend. Like every single day, you guys should be writing down, let's say your daily list of things you need to do. So let's say today I need to order products. Today I need to go here, go here. Like ask yourself, can this be automated? Automation is key. You don't see Jeff Bezos putting the stuff in the box. Like, just imagine that. He automated from the second. And I'm gonna give you guys one little site, and literally, if you guys have any work you need, this is a site you need to check out. And I don't have any affiliation with it, nothing like that. Upwork.com literally saved my life. Because I have people, this is basically a freelancer site where you're able to post jobs. I was thinking to myself, I was literally like, when I was starting my social media, I was editing my videos, I was creating my graphic design, I'm like, what am I doing? I was spending 2-3 hours a day. I was like, what am I doing? I went to Upwork.com and found 2 guys, $4 an hour. So literally, instead of spending 2-3 hours a day, I'm paying $8 or $10. I guess 2-3 hours a day worth it for you guys for $10? 100%. Anything. Ask yourself, what can you automate? What don't you need to do? What's not making you money? Upwork.com. Amazing.
Are you building a new brand and website for each individual product, or are you grouping them together, or how does that work?
Good question. So the future is branding, right? Obviously, like, with long shipping times and people are getting smarter and smarter with AliExpress and that stuff, people are not going to just go for, garbage stuff. Right now, people don't really understand that these things are coming from AliExpress. You're just, trading, I guess. But yeah, in the future, like that's what it's all about. Always figuring out the next step. So right now, it's all about branding. Let's say I found a winner. This winner is doing crazy, $20,000 a day. In just under a week, we're gonna scale it up 50K a day, whatever it is. But overall, now we're trying to figure out, okay, what's the next step? How do we turn this into brand? So what we do is we take that product, we brand it, we put our logo on it, we find similar products, we can brand that as well. We do 2-3 day shipping by order. We're about to order 5,000 pieces of this thing because we're selling so much, we can do that. We're gonna be doing 2-3 day shipping. So see how like I'm going a step ahead every single day. Like what can I do better? Can I do better? How do I take it to millions? It can't just be simple. You know what I mean? Obviously you gotta get the fundamentals straight first.
So how did you manage at the beginning before you turned to Upwork? Like when an order came in, like how were you managing all of that?
So it's pretty simple. I mean, Shopify makes it very simple. Once you get an order, there's like apps in Shopify, which basically allow you to do certain things, whether it's like order from AliExpress. So you just press a single button, it just did it automatically, or you just press pay. It's very simple. Those things literally, guys, like one thing about your entrepreneurship career, like everything's on Google and YouTube. Like everything is there. It should be your best friend. And overall, make sure you have a mentor, that's for sure. Like step one is guidance. Like I should have put that over here. Step one is guidance, because literally like that was my first 6 months. Just I didn't know what I was doing. I had like $10,000 saved up, and that was a lot for me at that time. And I was just like putting money into these like products, and I just like didn't know what I was doing. In that time, I was just finding a random product. I was like, okay, this can sell. I was putting it on my site, and I was just doing that over and over and over until you don't make a change, or until you don't figure out exactly what you're doing wrong. You're never gonna do the thing right. So step one is get the guidance, whether it's investing into a program, whether it's investing into a mentorship, which I have. Obviously, I'm not gonna be selling. Like you guys can come to me later if you guys are serious about it. But that's where monetization comes into social, into my personal brand, that kind of stuff.
So who is your mentor?
So my mentor, I had multiple mentors. So overall, I mean, to get to a point where I'm probably doing more than my mentors, who were my mentors 6 months ago. But I had multiple mentors. Like you need to find someone like you trust, someone that you want their lifestyle, whatever it is, and just obviously like the mentor is not going to make you money. They can show you the right ways, right? But if you want to take it to higher levels, keep learning new things, see what's working, put them all into one formula.
Yeah, so a lot of us here are Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that makes it more difficult because our market is a lot less than yours. Like, we have less people. So in your experience with the advertising and stuff like that, obviously you are just targeting American cities. That makes it a little bit tougher for us because maybe we don't know, these cities. I guess my point is like, how do we scale in the States like you scale? Maybe like, I guess you're drop shipping everything.
Are you talking about your personal brand or drop shipping?
Just drop shipping.
So drop shipping allows you to do worldwide.
So are you advertising worldwide then?
Of course. So that's like, see, those are methods. Like, everyone talks about Facebook ad methods. What are they talking about? Like, who exactly do you target? I target worldwide because if you do worldwide, Facebook's smart. Because who knows? Let's say Australia is really good for this product, and the United States is not.
In terms of shipping, how do you figure out the shipping cost? Like, is it just a Shopify calculates it for you?
So, AliExpress, usually offers free shipping, but again, it takes 2-3 weeks. If your product's good enough, they'll sell out. I never had a problem. People just don't care. If the product's good enough and it solves the problem, like we're talking about problem solution market, if the problem is big enough, you'll never know. That's why I do worldwide and then narrow it down from there. Exactly.
Right.
Facebook shows you where once you start worldwide, Facebook can show you, hey, Australia is doing really well. So then you just
advertising
exactly
everywhere else.
you just
Yeah.
target Australia. See, like, everything's a process.
And is all your advertising on Facebook and Instagram, and what percentage is which?
So I do all Facebook, because Instagram, what you can do, Instagram influencers is another way of marketing where you basically get influencers or like celebrities to advertise your product, right? So, I mean, that's a great way, but again, you got to be dealing with the influencer. You can't control your life, right? And overall, it depends on the influencer, not yourself, you know. So.
In terms of shipping, how do you figure out the shipping costs? Like, is it just Shopify calculates it for you for every region?
The AliExpress, you know, usually offers free shipping, you know, but again, it takes 2-3 weeks. If your product's good enough, they'll still buy. I never had a problem. People just don't care. If the product's good enough and it solves a problem, like we were talking about, problem solution market, if the problem is big enough and the solution is good enough, people will do whatever it takes. Because like literally, like I had a product, like it was doing solid. It was basically a posture corrector. Like it just made your posture straight, solved the problem. Immediately did well.
I saw an ad for that on Facebook just the other day.
You saw that?
Did you buy it? I was tempted.
That's where retargeting comes in. So let's say a guy like him.
He's warm right now.
Exactly. He's warm. He's warm. So what do we do? What do we do? We take ads, something called retargeting. Thanks for introducing my next step. Something called retargeting, where you find people like him who already saw your product and show them another ad, and show them another ad, and show them another ad until they eventually buy. Watch out. You're just giving the money now. T3 shipping, sorry.
Have you dabbled with email lists? Like, if you capture their email when they go to your site and then leave, and then you grab their email for save 10% or something like that?
100%. So that's another way of retargeting, because you know, let's say someone comes to your site, you can give them a promotion. Hey, sign out for email list, you get 10% off. You know, they just put in their email, and then what we can do is either, you know, send them emails after emails. But overall, I don't put too much focus into that. You know, it's more like to build up, and then let's say Black Friday comes, since so many advertisers are trying to get a chunk of Black Friday, but you have your email list, which is free. So once you build that email list, once you build your tribe, let's say I have 65,000 followers, you think on Black Friday it's gonna be more expensive for me to post a story? No, it's gonna be the same price. It's free. That's the power of social media also, you know.
Are you swapping email lists with other Shopify businesses?
So, I mean, if we would, then, you know, it wouldn't work because people are interested in different products. Let's say he's interested in a posture corrector and another guy's interested into, I don't know, a camera, it's not gonna work, because if I show them a camera and he's interested in posture corrector, he wouldn't buy the camera, no matter what. Just wasting. And then you just look at scanning, you know?
So your ads, are they all video, or is it like me testing the product, or is it just like still images with like, you know, like step one, you know, that kind of stuff? Like, and what percentage is what?
100%. So I always do video. I mean, you guys should be, video is the future. That's why YouTube works so well. That's why, you know, everything I do, like I try to do as much as video as possible. Because first of all, it engages, people enjoy it, you know, and overall, like, you don't go to the movie theater to watch like a slideshow, like, you know, because it's not engaging. Now you get it. Like, you want to sit down and watch like a slideshow, and then like, you know. But yeah, videos are more engaging, entices it, and overall you gotta like. You ever seen those infomercials where you see like a lady and like it's all dark, and then all of a sudden she trips over something and everything spills all over, and then all of a sudden this product comes in to save the day? Showing the problem, and like maybe even the person didn't even think about the problem, but now you're showing the problem, and then the person's like, well, I have that problem too. Then all of a sudden the solution, the product comes in. That's what you're able to do with videos, right? So it's overall, it's a lot. There's like, this is just like the summer, but obviously it goes so more in depth. One thing leads to the next, and overall you just, that's what, you know, takes a while, but once it clicks, and it just goes from there.
So with your ads, are you branding yourself? Like, are you in all of your ads, or if you set up ads that don't have you in it, or just creating the problem that someone that you paid to create that ad?
Gotcha. So in terms of my personal brand, 100%, because I'm the social figure. In terms of My dropshipping products, no. Because, I mean, I don't tell my website, I don't, show my products, because then everyone else is trying to find that product. If I show them the product's working for me, they're just gonna use it. So overall, I keep that private, but in terms of my social media, you gotta use your own face,
So what's your life cycle like for each product? Obviously, it varies from time to time, but how many products are you going through every year? How many brands are you creating?
So one thing that really has been helping me is that my social media right now, I have, let's say, thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs who are doing dropshipping as well. So pretty much what I do is that people come to me and say, hey, I have a product that's really selling. Can you scale it up? And pretty much I help them scale it up. So for me, I don't even really need testing. That's another thing. Like social media, like these things like catch up to you, have no idea about.
Like how many are you going through products?
So right now, I mean, I'm just scaling right now because I already found those winners. Obviously, you always got to be testing because you never know when the product's going to die out. But right now, I'm just,
And then are you then negotiating with like the AliExpress guys? Like, listen, I'm sending you this much business every day. Like, negotiate.
Exactly. That's taking it to the next level. Because let's say you're like, we actually just figured something out crazy. Like right now, our product that's doing $20,000 a day is a $60 product, and it's costing us like, I think $30 for the product. That's a lot. And we just found out we're able to get it down to $8. $8. Now imagine that. $8, I'm saving $22 per product. We're getting an average of like 300 orders a day. What is that? Anyone know that? $6,000 in my pocket every single day, extra. So like that's always taking things to the next level. Then you could also do upsells. See, like e-commerce is amazing, the whole journey about it, And obviously, like even if you get into e-commerce, like I suggest everyone just try to dabble in it at least, because overall, if you guys get into e-commerce and it doesn't work out for you, you're gonna have a better understanding in terms of marketing. That's like key, because no matter what you're in, like everyone's been saying, marketing is key no matter what business you're in.
Can you touch on some of the winning products that have done really well for you and how you came across those specific products?
100%. So my first winner was a product that actually, it was very weird because I didn't know there was a problem for this. Basically, it is a shoe spray for your shoe not to get dirty. So like when you step in puddles, it's not gonna get dirty. I didn't know there was a problem for that, but I was just scrolling through my feed and I was following DJ Khaled at that time. If you guys don't know him, he's like some rapper. And his audience is like hype beasts, all these guys with the chains, like big, like cool shoes, And there was a company called Crep, and Crep basically had this product and used DJ Khaled to advertise it because he had that audience type. And I'm like, hold on a second. DJ Khaled for sure, like he has like 12 million followers. He's got to charge at least $100,000 for a post. I'm like, okay, if you charge $100,000 for a post, who in the right mind would pay $100,000 if they don't know it's working? So I'm like, okay, if it's working, why can't it work for me? So I just took that product, obviously made it better, and it was just like my first winner. It was like we did 14,000 in sales. I mean, it wasn't a lot for me right now, but it was, that thing that really sparked it up. It took me 15 products to find that. But then it just took off from there. I was literally this close from quitting on like my 12th product. I'm like, I'm gonna push, and then boom. So, just one product away.
I'm glad you brought that up. It's just interesting that sometimes people may think that it's overnight success sometimes, and it really isn't. That's just something I want to say. But I wanted to touch on the social proofing we were talking about there. And you said you did a little bit of giveaways and so forth. I know that there is a lot of misconceptions out there when it comes to social proofing, as some of the really high-end or the Instagrammers that have really high number of followers, they always say you got to go organic, you got to organic. Now, I agree with that somewhat, but then I also agree that they started probably 5-6 years when Instagram was just coming out and when it wasn't as big. So they had a following. Now I think you have to do a mixture of organic and having an agency, a company helping at the same time, because I think organic is just way too slow if you want to scale very quickly. You want to get to that point. It could take years to get, to 65K. It could take like 5-10 years. Like, who has time for that? But from you, how did you see that working for you, and then the giveaways, how did that work?
Because for me, it was like, a great question. I mean, for me, I was like, all right, I had like 3,000 followers, and people weren't treating, when you have 65,000 followers, and you have a good following, people treat you differently. They look at you differently. Better opportunities come to you. And I'm like, okay, what do people like look in the big picture? A lot of followers. I'm like, okay. And then just, I worked on getting my number up. And then once I had the number, it was so easy for me to get quality. Because someone that actually, knows what they're talking about, someone that can be a potential customer, obviously is probably, most people don't want to settle for the least, right? People why do people buy from Amazon rather from, I don't know, some other junky website? Because they settle for the best. They don't want to settle for the best. They want to go for the best, But I just want to, I totally forgot. One thing, this was like, I've been saving this announcement for like 5 months, and we've been working, me and my partner have been working something huge, because I know everyone has this problem. Found a problem, and my problem was social media. Who here wants to grow their social media? Raise their hands. All right? We found a problem, and we asked ourselves, how do we create a solution? The solution today that I'm announcing is something called nattysocial.com. And this is on track to be the #1 growth service for Instagram. Basically, what we use for this service is pretty much something called follow unfollow. It works really well. We have a bunch of really cool things in this software. Where basically, has anyone ever got a follow from someone, then check them out, who they are? Yeah? Right, and then following them back. This software pretty much automatically follows people all day, and it can be targeted followers. So let's say you can go to a real estate account and tell the software, hey, you put in the name of the name, and you say follow everyone that this person follows. So basically, this software basically helps you grow up your following really fast. Definitely recommend check it out. We're officially launching next week, but giving you guys early access to it. Definitely check it out.
Is it better to follow people or hashtags?
So this, better to follow people.
Or to look at the hashtags and somebody was saying something about that.
I mean, I've seen people literally, they pay people to just follow people all day, And literally, it works. It works because these are targeted people. Overall, if you follow someone, and they follow back, you create a connection. This thing allows you to do that.
Does it dump them if they don't follow you back?
So yeah, you can do that. You can definitely do that. That's a great question.
Isn't it like a ratio? Or
Yep. So we have, if you guys check it out, you guys should all check it out right now. This basically allows you to unfollow people as well. And you have that option where you can do anyone that doesn't follow you back will automatically get unfollowed. So it's
What
crazy.
if they follow me? Can I then unfollow them?
But yeah, it has a lot of cool things. Also, it can automatically like people's posts. It can it can do automatic direct message. So let's say someone follows you, you can immediately send them a direct message and say, hey, what's up? We'd love to connect. So it's really cool. Check it out. Hope that helps with you guys. And
at what rate though does Instagram flag it as potentially spam or?
Good question.
Yeah.
So what we use is proxies. It's basically, first of all, make sure you're secure, and also we know exactly how many follows per minute. Instagram allows it. I don't deal with that. I'm more of the marketing side. I have a partner who deals with the technical side. But overall, you can choose how fast you want it to follow. Cool stuff. So you're safe.
What about engagement though? Because we've been finding with our social media is that if let's say you follow and you both follow someone and they have 7,000 followers, your post is not going to be pushed to them. And from what we understand and the strategies that we've been finding is that your post only goes up to about 10% of your following. And it's kind of a test. And if it does well, then we'll go to more.
Exactly.
So what happens if you got you're following all these people and they're not.
You do a lot of really cool things. I just named 3-4 things to do, but you can choose who you want to follow. So it can be the person that this software will follow has to be under, let's say, 500 followers. So it's really smart. This thing has like a lot of cool features that I don't want to go through it right now. But again, if you guys want to check that out, check that out. Also, if you guys are interested in taking your Shopify, e-commerce, marketing, whatever is the next level, see me after. I have a bunch of programs that are usually closed. We're going to open it up for a couple of people. Hopefully make something happen.
Yeah, awesome. Pretty sure at 17 I was giving a really shitty book review in my English class. So, and like, all this comes from confidence. You know your stuff. That's why you're able to talk to these adults. Right? And, yeah, thank you so much. That was amazing. A lot of knowledge, and people were trying to pick it apart, and we chat right back. Awesome, man. So I like it. Thank you guys, and Adam, what's up now?